I absolutely love Captain Adam. I love his rework. Captain Adam. I absolutely love Captain Adam. I love his rework. But is he useful? Like, is he useful in PvP? Even though he's improved, is he someone that's going to end up on my roster, on your roster? Let's find out.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Gravity here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, I'm going to go through Captain Adam. Now, Captain Adam was the introduction to disease. When he came out 2019, I want to say, 2019, he had like one disease on his A3, and it was clear that they were just like introducing it into the game, testing it out, but I love the concept of it. It was just basically bleeds for everybody. So I love disease as a mechanic. However, as I've said before, to me, disease is more of like a PvE debuff than it is a PvP. You can use it in PvP and it can be useful, but you shouldn't rely on that to be the way you get through. Whereas in PvE, I can build a completely tanky defensive team, and because the waves are weaker than a single PvP team, I can just wait on disease to take them out. So in any case, I'm gonna go over his kit. First off, this skin is amazing. The other skin is, I mean, I won't say trash, but trash. And this is my favorite, like one of my top, I don't know, it has to be the top 10, top 5, top 10 skin in the game to me, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into his kit. Phasing Punch, special damage to an enemy, ignore shields and awareness, and apply to disease. Yay, me like. And then when you ever have these abilities, of course, it always lends itself to the call assist tunes that I won't go over right now. Can't miss if target has disease as a legendary point. That's last for me just because it's conditional, meaning like the target has to have disease for it to not miss, which kind of a weird gate to me. You got to get disease on him in the first place, and if it's an evasion tune, you may have like failed at doing that. So then turning that into can't miss, like this legendary is dependent on that, it just wasn't so appealing to me. Quantum Field, special damage and apply 3 intelligence downs to all enemies. Legendary point, also apply 3 strength downs and 30% turn meter down to all affected enemies. Meaning, I'm just weakening everybody in terms of the damage that they can apply to me, and also for intelligence down, making, if I have any special damage tunes running on the team at that time, making them more susceptible to the special damage. I absolutely love this ability as well. And a 30% turn meter down, but be careful when you're running him against Aquaman, of course, your Batman, Jace Foxes, those who are like retaliate based on turn meter manipulation. Heavy special damage and apply 4 disease to an enemy on radiation bombardment. This was the one that originally had that 1 disease. They changed it to 4. Absolutely love that. Apply 2 heal immunities before, or apply heal immunity before damage. Now this is the thing. There could be the complaint of like 4 disease, is that enough? It's plenty. Even though Man Bat can lay down like 7, but also on the A1 he lays down 2 there. So you're putting out plenty of disease. Molecular manipulation. Passive ability. When an enemy hits Captain Adam, 85% chance to apply 2 disease, we like, 2 intelligence downs and 2 agility downs, making them more susceptible to special damage attacks and physical attacks. And then weaker when they're attacking us if they're special damage. 50% chance to execute Quantum Field, which is incredible. When you put all of this stuff together, like everything that they're doing, you use the molecular manipulation. And then I was trying to think, like I know I've said this before, it was on my May preview because I had already played with them a little bit before the May preview because the preview was late. And like the Quantum Field then goes off, and so you're giving them further downs. You're giving them strength downs, and you're reducing their turn meter. Like I love the way that molecular manipulation and Quantum Field can work together. It's awesome. And now Nuclear Counter. Passive ability, 75% chance to use Phasing Punch at the end of every enemy's turn if that enemy has disease. So you're laying down 2 more diseases from Phasing Punch if that person has disease. At the end of an enemy's turn, if they have 4+ diseases, apply Doom on them. This I'm actually kind of thinking about a little bit more, and I kind of regret taking it. Like, it's okay. It's all right. It can be purged off. It's still 4 turns, so like I guess in PvE it'd be a little bit better. But I came down to the last 2, and I picked the A5 P2. But if you pick the A1, I get it. Like to me, they're both kind of like meh. The ability that I want first, and actually, I'm taking the A4 P1 first, then I'm taking Quantum Field, the A2, and then I'm taking the A3, and then the 4 and then the 5 and the 1 you decide. but I'm going 4, 2, 3, and then toss up, flip a coin for the 1 and the 5. All right, so in any case, now that we've gone over his incredible kit, I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the videos. Boom. All right, so, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause it once we get it going so that I can show you the thought process. So, and here's the other thing I had too, the other problem I had. Let me let the other team come up. The other problem that I had, what I was trying to do in the beginning was I was just trying to put out so much disease. So I was running Ra's al Ghul, I was running Punchline, I was running Captain Atom, and against a lot of teams in PvP, that's not actually going to be that successful just because none of them have enough, like, Punchline has enough survivability on the men's from the A1 and things like that to where she's pretty tanky or pretty hard to kill, but Captain Atom isn't squishy. Ra's al Ghul can fall relatively quickly, he does revive, but it felt like there's not enough support around the team. In any case, I put Terra there to help with our survivability against physical damage, which doesn't help us much against Spectre, but it should help us against Superman, Harley Quinn, and Huntress, not to mention the debuff immunity to deal with the potential for enrage from Harley Quinn. And then everybody else is there for disease. That's basically it. So let's see how this goes. But here's the other part, problem. Is it a problem? Like, his attacks are so powerful that a lot of times, well, and maybe that's a plus. His attacks are so powerful that a lot of times disease, like, they already died. But at the same time, if you get them down to low health, like you see with Huntress right there, and then you're laying down disease, that means when it gets around to their turn, it might just take them out automatically. So his attacks being that powerful may actually be a bit of a benefit if it, you know what I mean? Like, how do I put it? I'm trying to think of the right way to put it because I feel like I'm sounding stupid. A lot of his attack, and this is why I kept this video in. You see how all the disease is taking them out bit by bit by bit? He's doing all this damage and taking out the team even though he's down. But the idea that I thought a lot of his attacks were so powerful that what's the point of the disease? However, they're so powerful, but it just leaves that sliver of life, that like little yellow or red, then the disease can go ahead and finish that off. So that's a plus, like it happened with Huntress and Harley Quinn, as you saw just there. The disease from Captain Atom was what ended up finishing off the team. However, the reason why I'm not a big fan of this is that, like, I'm only gonna get 1 star from it. Like, I would like to have all of my tunes survive, and I only got 1 star from this battle. So, on to the next. Now, this is me trying to have a taunter, then using a Ben Sewer to heal Chemo as the taunter, and then having, you know, of course, Captain Atom there for the disease, and then Nightwing to kind of protect them all with invisibility and to draw their attention to himself. So here we go. I want the attention to be off of Captain Atom because I don't want him to get hit too much. I want him to kind of like lay down his disease and his debuffs in the background. I do like that quantum field when he gets hit, but I'm trying to, or was it molecular manipulation when he gets hit? But I kind of want to direct it a little bit more because I don't think I have him built to be, or I don't have the team around him built enough to be tanky enough to deal with the attacks that are going to come. So stun Spectre on this, I hope. Yep. Doesn't matter though because he's going to purge him and then attack us with an AoE anyway. So you see him go off with the quantum field there, and you see intelligence downs, strength downs. Go ahead and put the taunt back up on with the Ben Sewer on Chemo. That's part of the reason why I had a Ben Sewer with them. God, he's doing so much. Like, the intelligence, I'm focused on the disease, but the intelligence ups and the intelligence downs and the strength downs are pretty big time. I run a Ben Sewer with Chemo lately just because Chemo, he has taunt, but it falls off and he can't get it back, so a Ben Sewer can ensure that he keeps the taunt on him. But yeah, like I was focused on that, but all that other stuff, like his quantum field, when it goes off as a passive proc, is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And to be fair, when I was running him in PvP, I did all of this before I did the last Note of Heroic campaign with him. And the funny part is that I didn't notice the quantum field really and truly until I did that. Now we're gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to his stats. Vixen, I've been using her lately to deal with Superman, just because she strips all the positive immunities off of him, and then she also is a mystic, so she lays down a pretty heavy attack. I want to try to get to Dr. Poison before she has the chance to go off, and then we're going to be using King Shark as another damage dealer outside with the bleeds. So let's go out of turn outside. Out of turn attacks with the bleeds and the empowered strength ups that he may gain, or that hopefully he will gain. So into it. Oh, also, I think I used King Shark. Forgive me, because this was like a week ago when I recorded this. I also used King Shark, I think, because he would go first to stun Dr. Poison, so she wouldn't be able to give us the A3. So I think I used his AoE attack here, stun Dr. Poison. Oh no, I stunned Soups. That was a mistake, guys. That was a big mistake. Debuff immunity, we love to see that. But that was useless because the debuff immunity being added to Soups while he's stunned didn't matter much. It would have been better if I had done it the other way and put the stuns on Dr. Poison. You see how Vixen took care of Superman? Awesome. And then the A3 attack on Dr. Poison, because I didn't want to mess around. Let's get her out of the pain as soon as possible. This team went down relatively quick. And then that was the other point behind, if King Shark hadn't done that attack to take her out, that's the other point behind having those disease. Barda would have died when she got her turn anyway because of the diseases that were set up. Now, let's go ahead and go to the stats real quick before we hit the heroic node. So, speed, 111, bottom. 178 tunes in the game, he is at the bottom, 111. So if you want him to go first or anything like that, then you're going to need to have someone who helps him out like a Red Robin or a Wally West. HP, 135. Now you see why when he gets hit, it's awesome, but I'm trying to keep the attention off of him or give him agility ups so that way when he does get hit, he does not get absolutely wiped out. Then you have the strength, don't care because he's special damage, not to mention the fact that I'm focused more on the disease. And then intelligence, 31, which I think is, well, I think there's only 60 special damage tunes in the game to begin with, so I think he's in the middle. But again, his heavy damage on his A3 is legit heavy damage. It really, really is. But then also on top of it, now that I look at it and I'm reevaluating, I was saying I was bringing him for disease for the day. Well, the disease for him is the damage that I'm going to rely on, but also those int downs and that agility down, that stuff really does help with the rest of the team. So I may need to picture him more in the role of the Riddler than I would picture him in the role of like a Punchline or give me another damage dealer, Arcus. Like his damage is a plus. Like the debuffs that I can put on everyone else to make the other team strong, to make the rest of my team stronger against them, is actually the real benefit. And just watching that video now, it kind of lends itself to that. So going into the heroic campaign, chapter 8, final node. Now this is where I noticed when Quantum Field was going off, which, see, he just went off again because of the attack that he received, and that just wiped out the entire wave. He's gonna go again because we're on auto. Damn near wiped out the entire wave. Like, he is getting through them. Yo, when am I gonna put this on 3x? Did I not like pay attention in the very beginning? And even then, I didn't put it on 3x in the beginning, and he's still wiping it. I just did a video of Steel, and I'm reevaluating him, and I think he did really well. He's attacking again. He's attacking again. He's so awesome. Twice. I just did a video on Steel, and I think I was too harsh on him. But one thing I did notice, he is crap for damage, and it took him forever to get through this node. Like, he was never going to be killed because he's just too tanky for that. But it took him forever. Here, I stayed on 1x with Captain Atom, and he was still like 3 times faster than Steel was on 3x. Just to give you an idea. All right, so, but I think Steel, reevaluating him, I'm looking forward to making that video because Steel is one of my favorite tunes. And after revisiting his kit and trying to use him again, I figured out that I was using him wrong, and I like the way that I've started using him now. So, Aquaman is there obviously for Black Flash. We have Connor Kent there obviously for Spectre. Barda is the one who's going to protect Captain Atom, hopefully giving him stamina ups as well as being the taunter. And then we're going to let Captain Atom do his debuff thing and also deal some damage. Let's get into it. So yep, Aquaman goes off, and then because he was hit, he just laid down a bunch of agility downs and special damage, and int downs. Joe. And I think at this point I was like, should I just... I didn't even... Oh yeah, I was like, I don't even know what I should actually be doing. Because Spectre's about to die regardless. Ugh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. But I do have enough stuns on him and enough debuffs. Yo. That, I'm missing it. I was missing it. I need to treat him like a debuffer, not a damage dealer. I need to make him a complementary support piece and look at him in that way. Yo. And all those agility downs are just making it easier for Connor to go at him. Strength downs make Huntress weaker when she's doing her big hit. Int downs, if Spectre ever did get a turn, wouldn't matter. Would not matter. If he ever did get a turn, he's not going to hit us as hard as he normally would. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely love him. So, I think that's what I've learned just from watching this now. Captain Atom I need to bring in as the role of a debuffer, not as a damage dealer, and not for him to be the focus. It's just, okay, I need to lay down some int downs, I need to lay down some agility downs, open up damage for the rest of the team so that they can take things out, and then I can put him in that slot instead of Riddler or instead of Hippolyta or, you know, whatever support I'm using in that moment. It's absolutely awesome. So we have Talon there to remove all of the debuff immunity. I was just like, you know, hoping, gambling with Harley Quinn to not enrage us. We have Connor Kent there because I want to try to stun Wonder Girl because I think we're going to buff pretty heavy, especially with Martian Manhunter. So I don't want her whip to start cracking. And yeah, here we go. Oh, we did get enraged, which, hey, that's what happens when you gamble. 2 attacks from Talon that missed. And Connor, he did get his hits off. So, yeah. So not a good start for your boy. And we're enraged again. Not a good start for your boy. We just lost Talon. But his job was kind of done already. He removed the debuff immunity. However, that hasn't mattered for us because we haven't been able to lay down any debuffs. All right, so let's go ahead and stun Wonder Girl. I better have stunned Wonder Girl. Come on. Boom. That's a good look. And I was gonna say, like, tempted to say use quantum field right there to weaken for the rest of the team. And he also does decent damage on quantum field. Actually, he does pretty decent damage. So, who can we take out? Oh, gotta get Harley Quinn up out the paint. Thank you, Captain Atom, for finishing off Harley Quinn. And now the next order of business would be actually for me to get rid of Wonder Girl. Oh, and that helped. Thank you, Connor Kent. Thank you, Connor Kent. Now here's a plus side of that A3 on Barda. She has all those mins, but because of the heal immunity from Captain Atom, she's not going to heal when those mins come around, which is awesome. Helps keep her down. She also has a bunch of disease on her, so that's going to counteract the mins that she has when if she does actually get a chance to mend a bit when the heal immunity falls off. So we like to see that. Yeah, battling back and forth, and now she should be done. That's what's up. So, thank you guys for watching. I drop these such videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe, and a dislike, I'm okay with that as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.